What is up, everyone? I am your host, Justin Woodward from The Mix. Welcome to the first annual DIGY Awards, aka Dope Indie Game of the Year Awards. This incredible new event shines a spotlight on independent games from the past year and the kick-ass development teams that craft them. The DIGYs are straightforward with a focus on the games and giving the best developers their flowers based on the inspirational creativity expressed through their craft. Hundreds of games submitted, and we are honored to be working with veterans in the industry who voted on the winners. With decades of industry knowledge and grind in production, the folks organizing the DIGYs bring experience from some of the brightest people in the development field and beyond. Organizers behind the DIGYs have been involved with such events and organizations as South by Southwest, DreamHack, Devolver, IGN, Good Shepherd, 3D Realms, DICE Summit, Black Voice in Gaming, LucasArts, and Telltale Games, as well as Saber Interactive. And of course, I'm here repping The Mix, the Media Indie Exchange, extra tough, where we are all about the games. If that's not enough, we have a variety of influential leaders from the gaming industry and indie community who blessed us with their input on our judges panel. Even though we can't call you all out by name right now, big ups for all your involvement and support for these awards. We also like to give a huge shout out to our premier sponsors who are gonna pop up here in all their glory, and huge thanks to our broadcasting partners, IGN, GameSpot, and Twitch, of course, and our channel partners, Steam and the Epic Game Store. Thank you to our production partners at The Mix, as well as Loadout Entertainment and Kinda Funny. You guys are awesome. We seriously could not do the show without your help. So with that out the way, let's get into why we are here, honoring some games.
Action. It's a thing we know a little bit about here at New Blood, and it's a thing these 5 DIGY nominees for Best Action Game of 2024 also know a lot about. Nine Souls, Taiwan's triumphant Metroidvania Souls-like from Red Candle Games. I Am Your Beast, a game that slows down about as much as development studio Strange Scaffold. Kill Knight from our friends Down Under at Playside. Mullet Magic by Haber95, which you can actually get in a bundle with Ultra Kill on Steam right now. And of course, who could forget Angerfoot from the Mad Lads of Freelight, a game that asks the all-important question, what if foot, but also sometimes gun? And the DIGY goes to Nine Souls. Congratulations.
Hi, this is Vincent from Red Candle Games, producer of Nine Souls. First of all, I want to thank you all for awarding Nine Souls as the best action game. Nine Souls has been a labor of love. We spent more than 5 years on it. And I'll say, to get the combat that feels right is probably the hardest part of this project. And in the end, I think we ultimately deliver something that we are all proud of, with deflection at its core, combining with the satisfying, fast-paced combat experience. And so on behalf of the team, I want to thank you all for recognizing these efforts. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Sandy Gordon from Yacht Club Games. Every great game builds on what came before it, but the most exciting ones take those foundations and synthesize them into something new. Innovation can come from one simple insight, or it can be a hard-won battle to create. Sometimes it's even difficult to identify, and that's what makes it so elusive, but also so special. The nominees for Most Innovative Game are Balatro, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Pacific Drive, The Plucky Squire, and UFO 50. And the winner is Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Congratulations to the team for pushing the boundaries. We can't wait to see what you create next.
Hello from Sweden, hello from the Smog office, and thank you for this award. We're very happy to receive an award for innovation, since that's something we always strive for when developing our games. Thanks also to the team and everyone involved in this production. And I also want to thank everyone that played the game. Thank you and goodbye.
Thanks.
Hello, I'm David Brevik, creator of Diablo. Today I'm presenting the award for Most Challenging. I really love games that offer a challenge. As a gamer, I'm always seeking out challenging content. There's nothing more satisfying than finally getting past the difficult section of a game or completing a game that was giving you trouble. Finding that right balance between challenge and impossible is always tricky. You need to give the player enough hope that they can finish, but also make it difficult enough that most gamers will not be able to do it on their first try, and maybe even their second or third, or maybe even break a controller in the process. The nominees for Most Challenging are Another Crab's Treasure, Mullet Mad Jack, 9 Souls, Slave 0X, and UFO 50. And the winner is 9 Souls. Congratulations.
Hi, this is Vincent from Breakout Games, producer of 9 Souls. On behalf of the team, we are honored to receive the Most Challenging Game Award. Obviously, 9 Souls is a solo game. It makes it be a very difficult challenge, a very difficult game. But at the same time, we feel like this is a type of game that once you pass the steep learning curve, it is super rewarding. So ultimately, we want to deliver an experience that makes players to feel like they learn something in the process. Well, so hopefully not too many controllers gets broken during the process. And again, thank you so much for this award.
Mario, Pac-Man, Crash Bandicoot. Without great characters, games would just be Tetris. And while Tetris is great, the last year would not have been the same without these video game folks. The nominees for Best Character are Another Crab's Treasure, Anton Blast, Indica, Mullet Mad Jack, 9 Souls. And the winner is Indica.
O Son of God, accept me on this day as communicant of thy sacred supper, for I shall not divulge thy mysteries to thy foes. I shall give thee no kiss akin to Judas, but as an outlaw shall I confess thee. Remember me, O Lord, in thy kingdom. May my communion of thy immaculate mysteries, O Lord, not be judged or condemned, but heal the body and soul. Servant of God, Seraphimus, servant of God, Indica, shall now take communion with the body and blood of our Lord and God and Savior Jesus Christ.
Hey, I'm Dmitry Svetlov. I'm a head of the Oddmeter studio and also a screenwriter and director of Indica. Indica always was a very personal character for many of us, and we didn't expect that so many people would take her story to heart. Despite the fact that for video games she's a very atypical, unconventional character. That's why it's incredibly pleasant. I want to say thanks to everyone who worked on the project, to those who helped create the image of Indica, especially our genius actresses Anastasia Dichuk and Isabella Inchbold. Thank you.
The Oxford Languages Dictionary, better known as the Google search bar, defines the word tactical as relating to or constituting actions carefully planned to gain a specific military end, which sounds real lame because for people like us that love video games, tactical means doing stuff that makes us feel smart and or cool for pressing buttons, which is exactly what the nominees in the Best Tactical category do. Each one of these titles is unlike anything else you'll find in the game space, or so exemplary in the genre that they deserve recognition. And that is exactly what they're getting as nominees. But there can only be one winner, because that's how awards work, I'm told. The nominees for Best Tactical Game are Arco, Children of the Sun, Shogun Showdown, SteamWorld Heist 2, and Tactical Breach Wizards. And the winner is Shogun Showdown. Tactical games are where some of the most interesting gameplay mechanics and design ideas are explored, and in many cases serve as the inspiration for other game developers and designers to build upon.
Hi everyone. I'm really grateful to receive this award and excited that Shogun Showdown can now officially be called a dope game. Of course, I'm gonna take the opportunity to thank the people who helped me bring this project to life, even for creating the awesome soundtrack of Shogun Showdown, and the super talented Pen USB Nick, Camille, and Pimen for their pixel art. I also want to extend a huge thanks to the folks at Goblins Publishing for all their support. And once again, thank you so much for the award and to everyone who helped me along this journey.
Hey there, my name is Thomas Brush, and I'm going to present the Micro Indie category finalists. These games are, well, amazing experiences that are just under $10. The truth is that making a micro indie game is actually probably one of the hardest types of indie games to make. And that's because, well, developers need to focus on a tight gimmick, a very focused set of game mechanics, and a minimal but interesting core game loop. These are almost contradictory things, right? A very small mechanic that's hyper interesting and keeps the player engaged for under $10. That's very, very difficult to achieve. So these finalists should be incredibly proud of their micro indie games. The finalists are Arctic Eggs, Buckshot Roulette, Halls of Torment, Murky Divers, and Rusty's Retirement. The winner of the micro indie game category is Rusty's Retirement. Congratulations to Rusty's Retirement.
This is Rusty. They sit at the bottom of your screen. They've had a busy life and are now resting their bolts on the open range. Help Rusty tend to their farm, grow crops, produce biofuel, and automate with robots to build a green utopia. Rusty's realized how sometimes you might want to dedicate your time to other things, which is why Rusty's farm sits cozily at the bottom of your screen. Heck, we're even tending to the farm as we're writing this script. Well, look at that. We have some helper bots already automating a lot of the hard work for us. And we've built some houses for other robot friends to join us. Rusty doesn't mind if you're reading comics, doing tasks, or watching 5-hour-long video essays on incredibly niche topics. We hope that you find some comfort in making Rusty's farm the best it can be.
Hi everyone. Wow. Thank you so much for the award in the micro indie category. I'm kind of lost for words right now, to be honest. I never thought I'd be able to make something award-worthy, but I'm glad that Rusty won it. I put a lot of love into the development of the game, so it's nice to see it pay off. I guess I should say some thank yous. So thank you to everyone who played Rusty's Retirement since it released last year. It warms my heart to see so many people enjoy the game. Thank you to my wife who supports absolutely everything that I do. She play tested the game for endless hours to make sure that everything was, all nice and balanced. A game is never truly made alone, so thank you to all the people I've worked with to make this game a reality. Composers, artists, and translators, those guys never get enough love, so big shout out to them. And last but not least, thank you to DIGY for this award. It's pretty cool, so thanks again. Bye!
In a world filled with blockbusters, ginormous marketing budgets, and AAA releases, it's easy for games to slip through the cracks and never get the limelight that they deserve. We call those hidden gems, and this show is all about getting them on your radar. These are your nominees for Best Hidden Gem. A Ranger, a role-puzzling adventure. Mini-Shoot Adventures. Scald Against the Black Priory. Sorry, We're Closed. Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom. And the winner is A Ranger, a role-puzzling adventure.
Gemma is a curious girl who moves through the world in her own special way. She grew up in a cozy, tucked-away town. But she never really fit in.
Hello. Hellman here. David Hellman, artist from Furniture and Mattress, creator of A Ranger, a role-puzzling adventure. I'm speaking on behalf of the team, which also consists of Nico Rekabarin, programmer and designer, and Nick Sutner, story, producer, business development, and Thomas Batista, music and sound design. We are very honored to receive this recognition, the Hidden Gem Award, which I understand is given to games which are gems, but hidden. If you have not played A Ranger, a role-puzzling adventure, far be it from me to dissuade you from your chosen path. However, there are those who've played the game and told us they really like it. People say it's a lot of fun, and also has a meaningful story. You know, many of us are somewhat isolated these days, and while games and other forms of media do provide comfort, respite, and distraction, really what we need is community, and what we need is some feeling of agency in our lives, and a sense that we could change things if needed. Can we change course here? Can we do it in a personal level, at a societal level? This is the kind of thing we were thinking about making this game. Although, I assure you, it's just a very funny, silly game. Now, I understand that this video will be part of a longer presentation, and there may be other, I don't know this for a fact, but there may be other awards being given. So I cede the duration of I cede the rest of my time. I concede and allow me to step down at this time.
Let's face it, the life of an indie dev isn't always the easiest or most glamorous. It takes a potent mix of integrity, talent, enthusiasm, and grit to succeed in this industry. And the winner of our first Indie Hero Award possesses all of those qualities and then some. From her years at Kit Fox, now Inner Sloth, Outer Sloth, all kinds of sloth, along with Wholesome Games, she's an award-winning speaker, writer, but most importantly, she's a hero to the entire development community, social media, and beyond. This year's Indie Hero Award goes to the one and only Victoria Tran.
Hi! Thank you so much. I am extremely honored by this. I really actually don't know what to say.
other than to really thank the people who helped me get here via all the blood sacrifices that we did to bribe the judges, all the goats that we had to gather. It was really difficult and it was really messy, but you know, in the end, I guess it worked out because I have this award. But no, really, this is really cool, and I really was helped by a lot of people just to get to the point in where I am. And the games industry can be really hard, but I think the beauty of indie games and game culture in general is that we're all really willing to help each other out and to help each other learn. And I am continually inspired by that passion, by that willingness to share, and try to have that reflect in my work. So I'm glad that it came across. I hope I can continue doing that. I hope we can continue to see other people do that. And will continue doing my best to make you proud. And yeah, thank you so much. I'm really honored.
For this next category, we have games that stood out by using unique marketing strategies. In game development, visibility will make or break your success. But let's be real, these indie developers have a lot of competition and not a lot of budget. That's why we wanted to highlight these 5 games that have leveraged creative ways to promote their titles. Now let's see who had the most pop in promotions. The nominees are Animal Well, Another Crab's Treasure, Balatro, Content Warning, and A Squirrel with a Gun. And the winner is Animal Well.
I'm honored to accept the Marketing Breakout Award on behalf of Billy Basso, the solo creator of Animal Well, and our publisher, Big Mode. It was an interesting challenge to talk about a game that's full of secrets without divulging those secrets. We also didn't want to feel like we were asking for people's attention without giving something in return, so we were excited about the idea of creating some ARGs that would give people a taste of the kinds of secrets they might encounter in the game. We were blown away by the response of the community and the enthusiasm with which they completely devoured these puzzles that we put together. We had so much fun thinking about the next ARG that I was getting worried it would pull Billy's attention away from finishing the actual game, but fortunately he was able to get that done. I'd like to thank the Media Indie Exchange, particularly Justin and Joel, who helped us connect with press and influencers who in turn let their audience know how to find us. And most importantly, I'd like to thank our fans, particularly in our Discord community, who embraced what we were trying to do and matched our enthusiasm every step of the way. Thank you.
Hello. I will be going over the category for most replayable, which is so important for indie games because while often indie games can be a bit shorter to roll credits on, their core loops are so engaging and they're so memorable that often these are the games that you actually put the most hours into at the end of the year. Your category finalists for most replayable are Balatro, Ballionaire, Core Keeper, Peglin, and UFO 50. And your winner is Balatro.
Hey all, this is Wout from Playstack, and on behalf of Local Funk, I just want to thank everybody for their support for Balatro. Winning the Dope Indie Game Award for Most Replayable is just fantastic, and whether you are just playing a couple runs before bed or you're actively chasing those gold stakes in the Jokerless Challenge, seeing how many people are having this much fun still with the game is absolutely amazing. The game would not be where it is today without your support. So thanks again. This is a huge honor, and go ahead. It's all right. Do one more run, all right? Hopefully we'll see you again soon. And again, awesome.
Hello everyone, I am Swery. I've made a few unique horror games in my career. Horror games are not just about fear. They create deep and unforgettable experience for players, and sometimes even philosophy. This year, we had amazing nominees for the Best Horror Award. Each game had a unique way of bringing fear and tension, making a strong impact on players. And now, the winner of the Best Horror is... Mouse watching. Congratulations! This game delivers a powerful experience with its unique horror style and atmosphere. A big congratulations to the development team. Good job!
Hey guys.
Hello.
We are Wrong Organ. We're the developers behind Mouthwashing, and we really wanted to thank the DIGY Awards for giving us Best Horror Game of 2024. In a year like this, where there's been really amazing indie horror games that have come out, it's a huge honor, and we're so thankful for this prize. Thank you so much.
We also want to extend our appreciation to our amazing community. Mouthwashing would never have seen the success it has without you, so thank you so much.
Yeah, we're still working on that new game y'all have been asking for. It's in the cooker, so just give it a bit. Stay tuned.
Yeah, so yeah, that's all from us for now. Please look forward to everything that we're doing in the future. There's going to be a lot of surprises incoming. So once again, thank you so much from everyone from the team. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I'm back! Are you sick of me yet? I hope not, because I am here to present the Play with Friends category award winner. This is awarded to the best multiplayer game of the past year, and honestly, I am so excited about this because these games are so fun, so chaotic, so wild, and will create moments that honestly, I don't think any game design could ever truly encapsulate. Whether you play these games with friends, with enemies, with friends who turned into enemies, because sometimes it really do be like that with these kinds of games, you never know what you're going to experience and what kind of core memory you're going to be making or judgments you'll have of the people that you're playing with. But either way, it's going to be a good time, and a game that is really able to create those moments for you is so important. The winner for this category is UFO 50.
Hello, I'm John Perry, and I'm here to represent Mossmouth and the rest of the UFO 50 development team, including Derek Yu, Eirik Circa, Paul Hubens, Tyreek Plummer, and Ojiro Fumoto. And together, we're all just so honored to accept this DIGY Play with Friends award. And this is extra special, maybe, because the multiplayer aspects of UFO 50 don't get talked about as much, but it is something that we put a ton of effort into, making sure that 25 out of the 50 games in this collection have robust, unique multiplayer modes, both cooperative and competitive. And really, some of the most fun that I had during this development was playing these multiplayer modes with the other people on the team. So all of that together just makes it so great to have that work be recognized here today. While I'm here, I want to acknowledge our loved ones for standing by us through a 9-year development process. It was incredibly long, but moments like this are what make it worthwhile. So cheers to the Dope Indie Game of the Year Awards, cheers to the audience watching, and have a great night and play forever.
Hi there friends, Danny here from NoClip. So when the Dope Indie Game Awards came to me and asked me to read out the winner for the Best Laughs category, I was skeptical. Is this really the time for laughing, I thought? With all that's going on in our industry right now, shouldn't we instead be using our time and energy to make a difference in the world around us, in the only ways that work, screaming at randoms on social media? And then I saw the list of the nominees and I was struck. Wait a second, I thought. These aren't games about laughing at all. These are all games with deep political messages. Here are the nominees for Best Laughs. Another Crab's Treasure, a game about how human-created microplastics are ruining the ecosystem of our friends under the sea. Anton Blast, a much-needed anti-prohibition rallying cry filled with philosophical thoughts on the nature of faith. Squirrel with a Gun, Second Amendment rights? Animal liberation? Yeah, let's go with that. What happens when nature fights back and shoots us? Thank goodness you're here. Oh, this one's easy. This is basically what Northern England would look like if Brexit had never happened. What the Car? An exploration of our collective future when self-driving cars will traverse the climate-destroyed wastelands of our cities to deliver takeout food to our doorsteps. Those are your nominees, but which of these messages resonated with the public? Let's find out. And the winner for Best Laughs is... They didn't send envelopes, I just have to read it off this email. Oh, should I do an accent? Thank goodness you're here. It's thank goodness you're here. Thank goodness you're here.
Good morning, little fella. Nice to have you around.
Over here. Thank goodness you're here. I spied a shiny tuppence down this here runoff. But more fool me, my arm has become traphead. Perhaps you might see about sourcing some lubrication that I might slip free.
Hello everybody, James here from Call Supper. Just wanted to say a big thank you for this award for Best Laughs. Thank you.
Hello, I'm James Lewis, Director of the ID at Xbox Developer Acceleration Program. It is my honor to present the award for Most Beautiful Game. It's actually fitting that I present the award as I too am celebrated for my blossoming art endeavors. You may have seen my work, which has been prominently featured on my mom's fridge. Thanks, Mom. Sincerely, the finalists in the Most Beautiful Game category are all outstanding and worthy of a playthrough. These developers have created games that are not only visually stunning, they are mechanically gripping and thought-provoking. On the topic of beauty, Helen Keller had this to say: "The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart." Now more than ever, we can all use more beauty in our lives, and all of these developers have delivered. The nominees for Most Beautiful Game are 30 Birds, developed by Ram Ram Games and Business Goose Studios, published by Art France. Bow, Path of the Teal Lotus, developed by Squid Shock Studios, Christopher Stair, Trevor Youngquist, published by Humble Games. Mullen Mad Jack, developed by Hammer 95, published by Epopea Games and Hammer 95. Neva, developed by Nomada Studio, published by Devolver Digital. Pacific Drive, developed by Ironwood Studios, published by Kepler Interactive. The winner is Neva, developed by Nomada Studio, published by Devolver Digital. Congratulations and thank you.
Hi, this is Adrian Cuevas from Nomada Studio.
And I'm Regis Mendoza. And thanks to the Dope Indie Game Awards for this recognition. It's an honor among such other great games. We accept this award on behalf of everyone at Nomada Studio and everyone who contributed on the project.
And I would like to thank all the players and everyone that support us on this journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mario Brothers. Oh, no. Super Mario Brothers. Fascinating. Oh, hello. My name's Bannon Rudis. I'll be presenting the best retro game. Now, what does that even mean? If you grew up in the 80s, such as me, and old, then you have the Nintendo. If you were in the 90s, 2000s, your retro might be a PlayStation of some sort. I mean, if you grew up in the 30s, you might have the old ball and a string, the little thing you try to get to land. I digress. Either way, these are what we consider retro. Here's the list. Crimson Diamond, Crow Country, Kitsune Tales, UFO 50, and Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom. And the winner is UFO 50.
Hey, this is Eric of the UFO 50 recovery team. On behalf of the full team, thanks so much for this Dope Indie Game of the Year award. Now, Best Retro is real meaningful to us because we obviously care a lot about retro games ourselves, and we put a great deal of effort into channeling those retro vibes without merely copying the old ideas piecemeal. So to see those aspirations truly translate is incredibly rewarding. Shoutouts to everyone who's been having a real good time with it so far, and thanks so much again.
Yo, what's up? You rocking with the GOAT of the game, hip-hop gamer. Hot 97 is going down right here at the Dope Indie Game Awards. Come on, man. You can't have the Dope Indie Game Awards without the GOAT. So we here, baby. Let's get it. And we talking about a special category. What am I talking about? Soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? The importance of a soundtrack in any game is everything. You'll never forget those moments where you playing certain games, whether it's Final Fantasy or Grand Theft Auto, and you hear certain songs and music, you know, whether it's Mario or Sonic and stuff like that. It marries the feeling and the emotion and the passion that we got for the industry that we love called gaming. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's important. That's why it's significant. And the nominees represent that. You know what I'm saying? Now, another thing I'm gonna tell you, which is very important, just from the independent game developer scene, is that without the indies, a lot of the AAA games that y'all seeing and experiencing right now would not be as great as they are if it wasn't for the independent, the raw, like the hardcore gaming. You know what I'm saying? The ideas, the creativity, you know what I'm saying? They don't have no fear in what they are producing. And that's what we need to continue to push the industry forward. That's what I love so much about the industry, period, especially when it comes to the independent developers. So salute to y'all. And right now, let's get to the nominees, baby. Yeah. And the nominees are Another Crab's Treasure. We got Beat Slayer. We got Nine Souls. We got Robo Beat. And last but not least, we got Tales of Kenzara, Zao. You already know what it is, but there can only be one. There can only be one winner, so look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. Yeah, you see that, right? Yeah, now it's time to announce that winner. So give it up for the one and only Another Crab's Treasure. Bup, 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 bup.
Thank you so much to the DIGY for choosing Another Crab's Treasure as the 2024 winner for Best Soundtrack. It is the most vulnerable, the most honest, probably the loudest work that I've released. I'm really proud of it. To everybody who has worked or is currently working to create this event, thank you so much. To everyone who's contributed or is actively contributing to this event, thank you so much. And finally, just between me and the rest of my team, thank you so much for being the most supportive and inspiring group of artists that I could work with ever. The recognition serves as good motivation moving forward, and also is a great reminder of how many moving parts, how much support and love there is in the indie game community behind the scenes at all times. It's just something I need a reminder on sometimes during the super hectic dev cycles. My name is Feasley, and I'm honored to accept this award on the behalf of everybody here at AgroCrem. Thanks.
Long gone are the days of waiting for your most anticipated game to hit store shelves at a physical locale. Now, you can get your games before devs even finish them. Early access has changed the way consumers play games and creators make them, and 2024 saw no shortage of amazing entries in this category. These are the nominees for Best Early Access Game: Enshrouded, Hades 2, Liar's Bar, Manor Lords, Supermarket Simulator, and the winner is Hades 2.
This is an opportunity for you to make a better future for us all. The least I can do is light your way down.
About ready to give in? No, I was born for this.
You trifle with powers far beyond your comprehension, witch.
Okay, if I call you witch like that. Vengeance for your family awaits you.
He is no mere titan. He is time itself, and time cannot be stopped.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavan from Supergiant Games, and on behalf of our team, I wanted to thank you for choosing Hades 2 as the DIGY Award winner for Best Early Access Game. Like the original, Hades 2 was designed for early access from the ground up, so this one means a lot. We were inspired to try developing an early access based on great experiences playing stuff like Dead Cells and Slay the Spire and Darkest Dungeon. These games were impressive on day one and only grew bigger and better as they got further along. We'd been working on Hades 2 for several years prior to launching in early access back in May of 2024. It was really important to us to launch when the game was far enough along that as many players as possible could have a great experience with it right away, but not so far along that we wouldn't have time to respond to all the feedback we might get. Our players are attentive to every detail and make us always want to keep doing our best to make our team's first ever sequel in 15 years a worthy successor to the original. An early access game is inherently incomplete, and some of the most important days on this project are still to come. So for now, we're very grateful to know you like what you've played of Hades 2 so far, and hope you'll keep letting us know how we're doing as we get closer to our full launch. Thank you.
What I find intriguing about cozy games is that unlike many of the descriptors we use for titles, it's not based on a mechanic, but on how it makes us feel. Those feelings of warmth, ease, safety, and being pleasantly comfortable. The games in this category, most cozy, specifically embody the ways that developers have created titles that embrace being notably uplifting and joyful, that provide players with minimal stress and pressure, and allow folks who jump in an opportunity to feel those senses of warmth, ease, safety, and comfort.
Each of these 5 games have found a gentler way for players to experience what they have to offer. Whether you're a lost cat trying to find your way home, investigating the mysteries of a flora-filled manor, soaring across the skies with your friends, folding the world to forge new paths, or simply staying at home and settling in with a good puzzle, these games embody the variety of ways developers have embraced what it means to get cozy. Without further ado, the nominees for Most Cozy are Botany Manor, Flock, Little Kitty Big City, Paper Trail, Wilmot Works It Out. Congratulations to all of the nominees for creating these delightful experiences. And the winner is Little Kitty Big City.
Hi, everyone. I'm truly honored to be accepting this award on behalf of the whole team and everyone who's worked on the game. We're very honored to be accepting the Most Cozy Award. I want to also express my deepest gratitude to the DIGY Awards for this recognition. It means a lot to us to be recognized in this way. From the start, we just wanted to create a game that brought people joy. You know, maybe it brought a little smile to their face or brightened their day. So we're thrilled that players have found comfort and joy in our little cat world. So thank you. And thank you especially to the players who've had a chance to check out the game and you know, brought you a little bit of joy. That means a lot to us. Thank you.
Yo, what's up? You rocking with the GOAT of the game, Hip Hop Gamer. And yeah, this is the Dope Indie Game Awards. You gotta represent. And what we about to represent right now is culture, baby. This is the Culture Award, all right? And we got the nominees. But before we talk about the nominees, culture is very important. Whether it's gaming culture, sports culture, you know what I'm saying, music culture, whatever it is. If you ain't got culture, you ain't got the heartbeat of the actual industry that we love, that we're a part of. So make sure you're culturally correct when you represent, especially this category, you know what I'm saying? Now let's get into the nominees. So the nominees are for the Cultural Impact Award, you know what I'm saying? Are you ready? All right, we got Kitsune Tales, Nine Souls, we got Tavern Talk, we got Sorry We're Closed, and we got Tales of Kinzara Zao. Drum roll, please. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who gonna win? Come on, man. You know who gotta win this. We talking that culture. You know who wins when we talk about culture. Give it up for your winner, the one and only Tales of Kinzara Zao.
Hello, I just want to say a massive thank you for the Cultural Impact Award. That's, I mean, it's amazing to receive any form of recognition for this game. I mean, with Zao, we put a lot of love into it, and I know the team put a lot of, you know, themselves in it. So to be recognized and to even win something is huge. So yeah, I'm so honored and humbled and grateful for this. yeah, this industry is really, really cool, and it's full of creativity and power, and let's just see more of it. Thank you.
Games that leave an impression on us. Now that's the good stuff right there. An experience that lingers long after the credits roll, that makes you feel. I'm not talking about the accomplishment of finishing a game or the dopamine hits along the way. I'm talking about the wide range of emotions we feel as humans when playing games, often complex, mixed, and perhaps even surprising. Games have this profound impact on us. For brief moments of time, you are enveloped in a carefully crafted world and interacting with it, often in a very intimate, personal way. There's no other medium like it, especially for storytelling. The titles within the Games with the Message category live, breathe, and excel within this state. They challenge us to think about the world around us. They implore that we take a closer look at our own feelings, beliefs, and ideals, and often these games bring about an entirely new perspective we might not have considered otherwise. They spur philosophical debate and push us forward as individuals. Perhaps most importantly, they offer us the chance to look deep within ourselves in a way we didn't imagine before traversing through these incredible experiences. Here are the nominees for the Games with a Message category. 1,000 Times Resist, Arco, Minds Beneath Us, Neva, Tales of Kenzera Zhao. Nominees, you're all winners in my heart, but for the sake of this show, there can only be one. The winner is 1,000 Times Resist. Congratulations to the team at Sunset Visitor.
Tell me, Watcher, is there a feeling worth getting incinerated over?
Love your mother and trust in her teachings. Do your duties and carry out your function for a future far from sin or incineration. We're all just flowers in a garden of her making. Soon we'll grow beautiful enough to be worth taking. The All-Mother, she shines so bright, but Mother's glow is not as warm as it had seemed to be, and it feels very far from me, and it feels very far from me.
On behalf of Sunset Visitor, thank you. We're very grateful that 1,000 Times Resist has won Best Game with a Message at the DIGY Awards. Thank you to the team here at Sunset Visitor and our publisher, Fellow Traveler. 1,000 Times Resist got to deep dive into specificities of the Asian diaspora while also employing speculative fiction as a frame. We couldn't be more happy and proud that the game has resonated with the people who played it. I hope this is proof that the local and specific can be universal. I really want to encourage other creators and other diaspora creators not to hold back and dive into their lived experiences. I can't wait to play those games. We're so thankful also to all the fans who have spread the word, made fan art, wrote fanfic, made memes. It really goes on. So thank you so much, and Hecky Grace.
Congratulations to all the winners thus far, and thank you to all of the presenters. You guys are so awesome. Now it's the moment you've all been waiting for, the Dopest Indie Game of the Year award. 2024 saw another batch of incredible indies hit the scene, so our judges had a tough task to pick the very best, but they did it. So without further ado, the inaugural winner of the DIGY Awards is Balatro. You know, everybody was playing Balatro in 2024. We could not escape the mix of sick combo action, of luck and skill, all packaged together in a tight poker roguelike. I couldn't stop playing until I had all the jokers myself. Congrats to Local Thunk and all the individuals who made Balatro an indie success story.
Hey all, this guy again, still not Local Thunk, by the way. What an honor to be considered the dopest indie game of the year. It's been an amazing year for Local Thunk. It's been an amazing year for us here at PlayStack. And if you know Local Thunk a little bit, he'll probably use this opportunity, and he'll want me to use this opportunity to highlight what a success year it's been for indie games. Balatro has done amazing, obviously, but there have been so many amazing titles this year that could have gotten equal amount of attention. Local Thunk always considers Balatro was the lucky one that happened to stand out in a wealth of amazing indie experiences. So that being said, make sure that you play all the other games as well, but also keep an eye on what's to come. 2025 is again going to be a great year with some great titles that are deserving of the attention, that are deserving of the love and the hype that we can bring to these titles. And I cannot wait to see which game will be here next year who has blown the minds of all these players who might have picked up an indie game for the first time thanks to initiatives like the Dope Indie Game Awards. Because sometimes all they need is a little attention and a little hype, and you are making that possible. So great for Local Thunk, great for any developer who is making their first game today, and for us as an indie publisher, it's great as well because we need these titles to keep this industry healthy and to keep getting dope games. So thanks so much. We'll make sure this all goes to Local Thunk, and hopefully we'll see you again next year. Thank you.
Congrats to Balatro and the Balatro team. You guys are awesome, but we are not done. We also invited gamers to vote for their favorite indie title from 2024 at the DIGY Awards website. And the players have spoken. With over a dozen titles on the ballot, there were some standout games to choose from, but we only could have one winner. This year's recipient of the DIGY Audience Award is Anton Blast.
It takes true modesty to live with such deep redness as I possess.
Anton Blast is an explosive high-speed platformer from the team at Summit Sphere, and there's nothing quite as satisfying as steamrolling through enemies and obstacles as Dynamite Anton. Anton is like an indie juggernaut. The game is overflowing with crazy visuals and non-stop action, and I am totally here for it. Congrats to the entire Anton Blast team for the Audience Choice win.
Hi, I'm Tony Grayson from Summit Sphere.
And I'm JB Long, Design Director at Summit Sphere and hopeful finalist in the Most Egregious Hairbun category.
On behalf of the entire team, I want to say thank you for choosing Anton Blast as your 2024 Game of the Year. It's hard to find the words to express just how much all that you've done for us, whether it's evangelizing the game, talking about it, sharing it on your socials, making fan art, just playing the game, buying it, supporting it, even playing it for free, I don't care. How much that has done for us, how much that means to us, really, that's so hard to express. So I hope this suffices. We are eternally grateful. Thank you.
The weight of winning Audience Choice Game of the Year was not lost on us. We were nominated alongside some of the heaviest hitting and most beloved games of 2024 industry-wide. So thank you first and foremost for voting for us. In all seriousness, though, we would like to thank the entire Anton Blast team, both internal and external, without whom we could not have made such a great game at such a high level. We'd also like to thank all of the teams at Summit Sphere working with us on what's next, both for Anton Blast, Wink Nudge, and our other projects. Wink Nudge again. Congratulations to all the other nominees and winners. You all deserve it. Keep kicking ass.
I promise this isn't the last of Summit Sphere or Anton. We hope to see you very soon.
We have one last honor to hand out today. The Hall of Fame award goes to an individual that stands out from the rest. Someone who has gone above and beyond. A creator that represents the best of what independent gaming has to offer. This year's Hall of Fame recipient is none other than the one and only Indie Army, Derek Yu. Derek is the genius designer and developer behind Aquaria, Spelunky, and its sequel Spelunky 2. The original Spelunky wasn't just a huge hit. Many say it was the reason behind bringing back roguelike games. Oh, and by the way, Derek is the mad scientist behind one of 2024's coolest hits, UFO 50. Even though Derek has achieved mad success, he's still out there giving back to the community. Derek is one of the founders of TIG Source, the independent gaming source, which is still one of the most helpful resources online for indie developers. There aren't many devs out there with Derek's level of talent and dedication, which is why he is this year's Hall of Fame winner. Congrats, Derek. We can't wait to see what you have cooking next.
Hey Digis, thank you so much for the huge honor of receiving your very first Hall of Fame award. It really puts in perspective how long I've been doing this indie thing, which I'm extremely grateful for. I want to start by thanking Jordan Magnuson for creating the independent gaming source, for caring about the games that John and I made as Black Eye Software, and finally for trusting me to be the steward of the site after he left. And thanks to all the indie developers and players who came to TIG Source and helped us define what the indie spirit meant at a time when a lot of people, including myself, really needed it. For me, indie has always represented what individuals and small teams can do with their limitations. How does an indie creator make something as complex as a video game? What kind of art and experiences come out of that process? Those questions have always fascinated me and inspired me in my own work, so shout out to all the smaller creators making art at any level. And I've been fortunate to get to team up with some brilliant and hardworking creators who I think embody that indie spirit. Most recently, the other designers on the UFO 50 recovery team, John, Paul, Tyreek, Ojiro, and Eric. And speaking of Eric, who I worked on Spelunky with, shout out to Andy Hall and Blitworks, who also collaborated with me on that series, as well as everyone who helped test, localize, play, wrote about, or otherwise supported these games. Thank you. Finally, I've been making games from home for my entire life, and I want to thank the people at home. My parents who bought me that copy of Click and Play that changed my life, and who have always been so supportive of my work. My friend Chris, who is my roommate during TIG Source and Spelunky, has given me a lot of great advice over the years. And last but not least, the people in my home now. My amazing wife, Frances, who is my partner in all things, and our daughter, Caroline, who shows us a new way of looking at the world each and every day. Thank you so much, and thank you once again, Digis, for this honor.
Damn, now that was a really cool show. Thanks for joining us for our very first DIGY Awards, celebrating the dopest games and the talented people who make them. 2024 was an amazing year for indies, and 2025 looks like it's gonna be on the same page. Before we sign off, we want to give a big shout out to Experience Studios, a Black-led nonprofit that runs an accelerator fund, an industry mentorship program, and digital streaming showcases for Black voices in gaming and Dames for Games. You can learn more about them at experiencestudios.org. Shout out to the Experience team. For more info about the DIGY Awards, check out digyawards.com. And for all the hottest news and upcoming events from the mix, be sure to stop by MediaIndieExchange.com. You can find out more about what we're planning for 2025 for our experiences and showcases and beyond. Until next time, I'm your host, Justin Woodward, co-founder of The Mix. We'll see you soon. Peace.